class, and in this class, I have some instance variables private, integer, speed time is my first integer, first instance variable. The second one is a static random, private, static. It is a random object that I am creating, and I call it random. And I am calling the constructor for this new random. So in random like this random, the object random, first of all, I need something here which will create a problem later on. So I write using system.trading only. So random. What is wrong with random now? Random into the private here.
Should we assign the class to message printer? Public class message printer.
Okay, so the class was missing there. I'm sorry for that. Now I will have a constructor. In this constructor, will take no argument. But it is going to assign some value. Speed time will be assigned because we have only that one. Sleep time will be assigned a value. Random. Not next. Random. Random. Pardon? Which bracket?
The parenthesis beside message.
this is yeah, of course. Okay, now here the sleep time is going to be given a value of random.next, and the value should be in between 0 to 5 seconds. So next, so it should be 5, 0, 0, 1. That is in milliseconds. So if you pick a number between 0 and 5. So that's it. It is going to do that, and now the constructor is done. The next thing I want is a method. To print. That controls thread. Printing messages. So that method is called print public void print in capital letters, because it's not going to interfere in that case with anything that is there. And we need to obtain reference to currently executed thread. So obtain reference to the currently executed thread. So you write thread, create a thread object.
Sorry, could you go on? Thank you.
Create a thread object called current, and obtain the name of the current thread, thread.current thread. So the current thread is a property that keeps track of the thread that is currently operating. Now the put the thread now, the next one is put the thread to sleep. For how long? For sleep time. Whatever is sleep time amount of time. That is our intention here. Now what I do is, before I can put it to sleep, I should actually give some kind of prompt to the users. Again, sleeping is only done here because I want to show you the effect. If you put sleep time, then the purpose of multithreading will be defeated, because sleep means doing nothing. So you have console.write line, and here I give some indication. 0 is going to sleep for 1 minute we say 10. And then the bracket, the first thing should be the name. We are going to assign the name, so we can say current.name. So the current thread's name will be displayed. And here, what should I write? How many milliseconds? Please help me. Sleep time. So it's going to give you some indication, and then you really make it sleep after this indication. How do you do that? Thread.sleep. And how many milliseconds it should sleep? Sleep time milliseconds. Compel to sleep specified time for specified. And then you can print the thread name, which will assign later. You can even write as is done with the you can write here. Correct. So that's about all for this one. What about the main from where this will be executed? So I put it as a for future reference, because if I started main first, it would have a lot of problem already. Although you can write the main if you are 100% sure what you are creating there. Now we are 100% sure, so I did not want to take it. So first of all, create and name each method. Name is a property which you can assign some values with. So create and name each thread. That's my first name. So message printer. I'm creating a message printer, and I'm calling the first one as printer 1. New message printer. I created the message printer, the first message printer, and then I'm assigning a name. I'm before assigning a name, I put I use the thread delegate, thread start delegate into play this time to create the thread. So thread, and I call it thread 1, new thread, and inside this new, I'm putting the delegate. New head start is the delegate, and inside I put printer one dot print, which is my method. So here I'm calling the head start delegate and passing the printer one dot print, which is a method. I can do it because head start is nothing but a delegate. Now I can assign a name to my thread. Thread one dot name. I call it thread one. Very straightforward. And I can start to do the other things in the same manner. Message, printer, printer 2, new message, printer, and then thread, thread 2, new thread, and then inside new text start, and I'll printer 2 dot print. Then to remember your delegates, you see print is a method, but we don't put the bracket and bracket after print. Because we are dealing with delegates, we can do that, right? Whenever we are passing a method to a delegate, you do not need those brackets and brackets if you remember. Now again, thread 2 dot name, thread 2, we're assigning these things and last but not the least. Let me do another one, message 3. Printer 3, follow the same new message printer, thread 3, printer 3 dot. So everything is in place now. So I can give a notification to others that my threads are starting. Starting spreading. Now, how do I put them into the running state? They are in unstarted state, right?
Yeah.
So in running state, what did I write there? How start method must be called, right? In that one, start method, unstarted to running, start method. So you have to start them one by one. Call each thread call each thread run start to place of them into running state. Thread one dot start thread two dot start thread three. With that we can build the entire thing. So everything is in place. It's going to go very quickly. So let's put here in the main console.read key. Now let's start this one. You see started thread and it is doing one by it's done with splitting. What is wrong with that? I missed something. It's done with splitting. What is done with splitting? Copy and change this and call it read. Now, read.
Uh, thread 2, you have to change.
The beginning of the
Okay, so that one missing. So you see that it is splitting and done with splitting each one. One done, three done first, two done. If I do not let it split, in that case it's going to be like in one shot. Very quickly, very quick. So this is an example of how you can control some of these, right? So with all these things we can. Now I'm going to show you some other.
can I see the last two lines of your message string?
Last line.
Oh, yeah. Those.
So suppose Now, how creative you can be with this. Suppose you have some addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The same thing that we have done, right? We are taking small examples and trying to understand how to apply them. If you start 4 different threads, and each of them you can assign to each thread, it's going to be almost simultaneous, right? If you have in those methods, if you are taking the input and output from the keyboard or input and output from the text box, then the input will take some time, right? During that time, other thread can take over and do the work. So it will be faster and it will be something more efficient. I'm going to show you some more examples and during the weekend or sometime this week, I will provide you with the codes, but we'll try first to make them work. Practice will be very much needed for your, in the lab you have done quite well. For the test, that was a real test for your skills to do some hands-on things. There most of you did not do that great. It varied from 50 to 100. That was the, why 50? Because some of you could not even touch question number 2. But like, do not try to, not everybody did that. I'm not blaming everybody. And I'm not blaming anybody at all because whenever you are trying to do something quickly, you do things that are very obvious that I will find out. You copy and paste the same code again and again, just to give me an impression that you have done a lot of work. So please don't do these things. It's only wasted of your time and my time. But I check anyways what you are doing. You will find comments in my feedback that will definitely convince you that I go line by line. Right? A student actually